Hello, beautiful. Welcome to Bonnets and Pillow Talk with me, your host, Miss Fuzzo. Today is day 17 of 75 of the 75 Hard Challenge. We're going to go through our day breakdown and then end with a question of the day. So, for our 75 hard rules breakdown, I'm doing the intermittent fast for my diet. We are fasting for 16 hours and then eating during an 8-hour window. The 8-hour window that I'm eating at is 2 to 10. I actually haven't had my dinner yet, so I'm excited to have that after we're done with this recording. Um, Hunger, same thing. Between 12 and 1, I'm still a little bit hungry. I'm just realizing that I think going forward after this challenge is done, I'm probably going to continue with the variation of intermittent fasting, but it probably will start with having my first meal around noon because that's when my body is naturally hungry. So I'm going to write that down and note it for when the challenge is over so that it's something that I continue doing for the future. In terms of water, I'm drinking my gallon of water every day. I'm not done for the day as well. I'm recording this pretty early just so that I can have a night in today. So I'm not done yet, but we are working on it, work in progress. We did our two 45-minute workouts. We did 2 outside workouts today because we needed to be outside. The weather was good, so I managed to do 2 45 minutes outside. And then we're reading our 8 Rules of Love by Jay Shetty. I just looked up because it's right in front of me. And we've got our 30 minutes of Bible time that we do at the end of the night. Then, generally speaking, I think the challenge is going okay. Kind of just getting into habits now. I kind of know when I wake up, this is what I do. When I go to bed, this is what I do. So it's kind of helping me to have a routine that's actually working for me. My body naturally knows that like I haven't exercised by the end of the day. I'm like, why do I feel like this? I need to exercise, and then I'll leave and I'll exercise. Or I'll be like, days where I don't drink enough water, I can literally taste it in my mouth. Like I'm like, I'm still thirsty. I still have water that I haven't drank. So I think my body's just adapting to having new systems in place for me. I have been doing this challenge now for, I think, probably coming up to like day, almost day 30 now. So I think some of these habits are just things that are now like in the bone. So I'm enjoying that. I say that and then tomorrow I'll come back and I'll be like, I hated it so much. It was so hard. So take it with a grain of salt. For today, I feel really good. I'm excited. I'm seeing a little bit of progress. Today when I went outside for my walk, the time it usually takes me to get from one point to the next was so much shorter today than it would have been like a few weeks ago. And it's really nice to see like that improvement, to know that like I'm actually progressing and doing better in that area. And then for our question of the day today, this is actually a question I got from a stranger. I asked a stranger if they could give me a question for the day for my video, and this is what they said. If you could offer yourself one piece of advice for the next month, what would it be? And my piece of advice for myself, let me give you some background story before I tell you what my piece of advice is. I feel like I'm getting a little bit too comfortable, and as we're edging towards the end of the first quarter, I was just doing my first quarter review. I realized that I've done a lot of my developmental goals, a lot of my quasi business goals, because there's some business goals that I haven't even touched at all for this first quarter. And I think I've just gotten a little bit too comfortable, and I need to make sure that by second quarter I'm actually prepared for the things I need to do for the second quarter. So my piece of advice for myself is that you will need to want it more than anybody else wants it. And the reason why I wrote it down is because I have variations of different ways that I say that to myself, but in reality, that's just what it is. I was on YouTube this morning. I was looking at the shorts, and I was watching this lovely lady make these gorgeous little brownies and decorate them like very intricately. you know what I mean? Like when you like go in there with very like detailed, precise work. And I was looking at it and I was like, I literally made something like that a few days ago, and I didn't even think like this is something that people could buy. And she was saying like I've sold like hundreds and hundreds of this thing, and I was looking at it and I was like, I have so many talents that I could be monetizing on if I really wanted to, because in reality I should be monetizing on those things to achieve the goals that I want to achieve by the end of the year, because they're big financial goals. I'm gonna need to monetize it. I'm gonna need to put myself out there. I'm gonna need to really like be aware of what I'm good at and be willing to put myself out there. I'm getting too comfortable and I need to just want it more than anybody else. I can't wait for other people to motivate me. I can't compare where other people are. If other people are having a rough start to the year, I'm really sorry, but that's them. And even if I'm having a rough start to the year, that's no excuse for me to make the whole year go rough. So for me, the piece of advice right now is you gotta want it more than anybody else wants it in the room. You've gotta want it for yourself more than anybody else. Nobody's gonna fight for you the way that you fight for you, because you know the value, you know the vision, you know the why, you understand the why. So I'm gonna need me to get it together. I'm gonna need me to fight more. By the end of this quarter, I have a lot of goals. I was really looking at it. I'm looking at the list right now, and like I'm saying, a lot of my personal like development, self-development goals, spot on, exceeding far beyond what I thought I was even capable of doing. But there's some goals that are literally pivotal for, like, I need to get these things sorted out in first quarter for second quarter to run the way that it needs to run. So girl, I'm gonna need you to get it together, okay? I'm gonna need you to want it more than anybody else, and I need you to remember that there are people who are less talented, less skilled, less ambitious, less talented, less intelligent than you, who are doing what you're doing and making money, lots of money. Who have sustainable businesses, who have peace of mind on a skill, on a craft, on an ability that you're not monetizing on, even though you have the desire to. It's different if you don't have the desire and you don't have the want and you don't have that in your heart. That's fine. You can just have your skills just be your skills, and that's perfectly fine. But as for me, I know that one of my goals for this last quarter, I'll give you an example. One of my goals for this last quarter was to monetize a specific skill that I have. And I've beat around the bush so many times and I've made money from it, but I have not monetized it. I have not put systems in place. I have not registered businesses where I'm supposed to register. I haven't filed the necessary documents where I need to file them. I haven't bought the like necessary equipment I need to get that thing sorted out. I haven't been certified in the areas that I need to be certified in order to start making the money that I really want to make. I haven't even really put my portfolio together like that either. So I'm gonna need to really jack it up and get my things together. I think sometimes we're waiting for this moment, and this moment is now. This moment is here. This New Year's resolution starts now. Like, if I forgot about it in January and in February and we're now in March, April, come on now. Today. So the reason why I'm doing this video a little bit earlier today is actually because I need to review my first quarter again and really analyze where did I go wrong, what can I do better, and what systems do I need to put in place for me to achieve those things within this next month. The things that I can achieve, then we're gonna have to move them into second quarter and then adjust as we go forward. So that's my piece of advice for myself today. My question for you as you go towards your day today is, if you could offer yourself one piece of advice for the next month, what would it be? I am going to see you tomorrow for day 18. I hope you enjoyed this video and you give yourself a little bit of time to reflect on the question of the day. I really enjoyed doing these because they've given me a chance to ask myself really important questions that I don't get to ask myself every day. So if you can get a chance, even if you don't answer this specific question of the day, find or create some time within your schedule. Even honestly, you take for granted the time that you're in the bathroom. When you're in the loo and you're sitting on the loo, just sit down, Google question of the day, random question of the day generator. Go to like whatever social media you use and type in like journaling prompt of the day and just ask yourself something and make it an intentional habit within your day-to-day life to actually get to know who you are, what you care about, what you value, what you love now, so that it's not something that we're constantly, it's like reinvention that happens every day rather than one big step once. You could change every day. We can adjust every day. We have ability to adapt and evolve and change and grow and all of those good, yummy, beautiful things. Anyways, I don't want to babble. Have a beautiful day. I've been your host, Miss Fuzzo. This has been Bonnets and Pillow Talk. I'll see you tomorrow for day 18. For day 18 of the 75 Hard Challenge. I love you. I appreciate you. Go out there and be great. Go out there and kick some butt. Go out there and show them who is the thing. You got this. I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. I love you. Bye.